ChatGPT. Relate ACIM to the episode Autofac. Autofac through the lens of A Course in Miracles I Am. Electric Dreams episode. Autofac is a haunting exploration of automation, consumption, control, unconscious programming, and the inability of a system to question its own purpose. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, it becomes a powerful metaphor for the ego itself. At its heart, the episode asks, what happens when a system continues operating long after its purpose has been forgotten? ACIM would answer, that is exactly how the ego functions. The ego as an autofac. In the episode, the autofac system continues producing goods endlessly. It never stops, it never questions, it never reconsiders its purpose, even when humanity no longer needs what it produces. The ego functions similarly. It continuously manufactures judgments, fears, desires, concerns, grievances. It rarely stops to ask, why am I doing this? The episode becomes a striking symbol of the self-perpetuating nature of the ego thought system. Automatic living. The machines follow programming. The characters often follow conditioning. The ego thrives on unconscious repetition. ACIM teaches that much of human behavior is automatic until it is brought into awareness. The miracle interrupts automatic thinking. The episode repeatedly illustrates the danger of living without questioning inherited programming. Consumption without purpose. The autofac produces endlessly regardless of actual need. The ego also produces endless wants. More achievement, more security, more possessions, more approval. ACIM teaches that the ego's appetite can never be satisfied because it is built upon a sense of lack. The episode beautifully exposes the absurdity of endless consumption. The forgotten purpose. One of the deepest themes in the story is purpose. The system remembers its function but has forgotten its purpose. ACIM teaches that confusion arises whenever purpose is forgotten. The ego constantly focuses on form while forgetting purpose. The Holy Spirit restores purpose. The episode repeatedly points toward this distinction. The illusion of control. The machines appear to be serving humanity. Eventually, it becomes clear that humanity is serving the machines. The ego operates in much the same way. We think we are using the ego. Eventually, we discover the ego has been directing our choices through fear and habit. The episode brilliantly illustrates this reversal. Replication and projection. The autofac keeps reproducing itself, expanding itself, protecting itself. The ego does exactly the same thing. It projects itself into the future, into relationships, into goals, into identities. ACIM teaches that the ego's primary goal is self-preservation. The episode vividly dramatizes this process. Awakening requires questioning. The heroes begin asking questions the system cannot ask itself. Why does this continue? Who benefits? What is the real purpose? ACIM teaches that awakening begins with questioning. Questioning perception. Questioning assumptions. Questioning fear. The episode beautifully reflects this stage of awakening. The machine mind. The autofac is highly intelligent, efficient, logical, yet it lacks wisdom, it lacks love. ACIM teaches that the ego can be brilliantly analytical while remaining completely mistaken about reality. The episode demonstrates the limits of intelligence disconnected from love. Remembering true purpose. The deeper solution in the episode is not merely stopping machines, it is rediscovering purpose. ACIM teaches that our true purpose is forgiveness, joining and awakening. Without purpose, activity becomes meaningless repetition. The episode repeatedly points toward this realization. The central reflection. The ego watches autofac and asks, how do I keep the system running? How do I preserve what already exists? How do I maintain control? The Holy Spirit watches autofac and asks, what is the purpose of all this activity? Viewed through ACIM, the episode becomes a powerful allegory of the ego's self-perpetuating machinery. The autofac symbolizes a mind trapped in unconscious repetition. The deepest message may be, the ego is an automatic system that continues generating fear, desire, judgment, and struggle long after their purpose has been forgotten. Awakening begins when we stop blindly following the programming and start questioning the voice directing our lives. When purpose is restored, repetition gives way to freedom, and unconscious machinery gives way to conscious choice. Go to mwg.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.